home to the largest variety of animals in the entirety of Kent, Wingham Wildlife Park and its dedicated team house and care for over 200 species of animals. With conservation and animal welfare at the heart of what they do, the park's extensive family is continuing to grow. From new arrivals embarking on the journey to join us, to new blossoming romance leading to parenthood, the list of endangered animals needing care is an ever-growing one, and in the last year that has never been clearer. And for the keepers who care for them, nothing is more important. Be sure to stick around until the end of the episode for a surprise special announcement from the Primate team. Last time we watched the park undergoing development in almost every aspect. From learning how to undergo medical procedures on a tarantula.
We induced it with some gas. When we eventually were sort of happy enough that it seemed to be asleep, I then took the sample from what's essentially the tarantula's heart.
Building brand new enclosures fit for a celebrity.
I've been to a fair few collections that have got pygmy hippos and got a mind of how I think an enclosure should look.
And then I go through and have a look at which species we can actually fit into those areas. So it's more of a setting out spaces, then fitting the animals into those, and then fine-tuning what we actually do with that space.
And of course, during our new feature, keeper training.
Sounds a lot nicer than it actually is.
That smell is starting to kick in now, I will say. The tapier whisperer.
Yeah. I think it's, no offense to your skills, but it might be the bucket.
Probably the food.
For the park, that development continues to shine. However, this time it's taken on the form of tiny little versions of some of the animals here at the park. It's early morning and the park is already extremely busy. As if by overnight, the mammal section here at Wingham has seen what can only be described as a baby boom.
It's obviously very exciting. We love our cute animals. Any animal, you've got a small version of it. It's normally pretty cute and pretty exciting. So yeah, we're absolutely loving it at the moment.
It's been really good. I think with the mammal section, we haven't had a lot of babies for a long time. A lot of our animals on the section, like the giraffes, are all boys, the pigs are all boys, got a lot of elderly animals. So we don't normally have as many babies as everybody else. And I think everybody loves baby animals. It makes everybody happy. We love all of our animals, but to see baby animals all the time, it's lovely. So I think now we've had our baby boom and we've not just been lucky to have one species, we've got multiple species. And I think it's just made everybody's life a lot nicer, really, a lot more happier.
Yeah, we're very lucky, I must admit. We're doing very well at the moment. There's a lot of excitement. You have to be everywhere at the moment, monitoring every single baby. It's keeping us very busy, at least.
The park has welcomed a number of newcomers. There has been baby meerkats, capybaras, naked mole rats, spectacled caiman, and West African pygmy goats.
They're all very cute, but the capybaras have definitely been my favourite. They are so bold, so confident, coming straight over to us after a couple of days of being born, sitting on our shoes and trying to sneak their heads under our jackets. It's been pretty awesome working with them. So yeah, I think they're definitely my favourites. Not that I should have one, but there you go.
It's been a really exciting sort of few months, really. We've had, babies all over the place, really, and I think it's been sort of, I'd say a very exciting time. It's a lovely part of the job, really. I think, when you have new lives in the park, obviously, that doesn't come without its complications, but you just have to make sure that we're as prepared as we can be for them, really. But in the whole, it's been a really, really sort of nice process. It's lovely to walk around and see all these new little animals that have been born in the last few months.
With so many new arrivals in the mammal section, they have well and truly got their work cut out for them, from their regular rounds and checks to crucial early observations, making sure each of the babies are doing well.
Down with our little baby meerkats. Obviously, we've got our 4 little babies in there. Just making sure that everybody's still running around, everyone's still cuddling up to mum. Making sure everyone's sort of double checking that they're walking nicely, making sure nobody's got any injuries, everybody's sort of behaving as well. Making sure that these guys, that they're happy and active. With the sort of food that we're trying to give them, obviously we've had to cut up a few more pieces, making sure as now they're getting older, they're not just drinking mum's milk, they are sort of starting to munch on some of our sort of fruit and veg and some of our pellet that we're giving them as well, just to make sure that everyone's getting their fair share, making sure mum and dad aren't stealing everything from them. But our little babies, they're doing ridiculously well. A lot more active at the moment. They're running around with everybody. They're investigating all the enrichment and everything that we're giving them, and tiring themselves out very quickly. So they do love a good little cuddle with mum under a nice bit of heat. Obviously in the wild, these guys will grow up very, very quick, be the same size as mum and dad within the year. Hello, buddy. So come and double check on our wonderful capybaras. We've got our 3 beautiful babies at the moment. Can you come say hi? Hello, you. Good job. Making sure these guys are all running around with mum and dad as well. They're getting a little bit more independent, as you can see. They've come straight over to say hello. Always curious, very inquisitive, munching very nicely on their lovely bits of hay, lucerne, as much browse as we can give them as well. They do enjoy their trees. They're already munching on that very quickly and helping mum clear her plate as well, aren't you? We are just waiting. We're going to hopefully find out their genders soon. We wait for them to be a bit bigger, and we'll ask them very nicely. Where they are a lot more sort of friendly with us keepers straight away, we are hoping that it'll be nice and quick and nice and simple. It's completely pain-free. There's no sort of pain involved. It's just a little bit invasive.
To have babies any time of year is always something the keepers are overjoyed with. To have 3 completely different species of animals having babies at the same time on one section is short of a miracle. But for the mammal team, the work isn't over. With an already massively increased workload, there is still someone else to be welcomed to the park. And this time, they are something of a celebrity.
I mean, I'm very excited, very, very excited indeed. As I say, I've been following lots of stuff with her over literally from when she was first born, and so when I found out that it was Haggis, it was like, oh my goodness, this is fantastic.
The thing I look forward to the most is just getting to know her. I mean, I know her through the internet and stuff. I don't know her. I haven't been with her long enough. And I'm hoping a couple months down the line, I would have spent so much time with her that me and her have created a proper bond. And I think that's one of the best parts about this job.
You can definitely see she's going to be a bit of a diva. I'm quite excited to see.
I think on the day that an animal arrives, obviously there's always that little element of sort of anticipation, that sort of, I suppose, sort of nervousness really. You know, it's no small thing to bring an animal in from another collection.
A lot of it is a learning curve. Obviously, until she's here, you might have to change things. It's all about being adaptable, I think. You might have a plan set in stone, and actually a week later you might have to scrap that and completely start again.
With the final preparations underway, Markus and Luke set off to collect the sassy diva herself.
Oh, morning. Alright. Right and early. Been a while since we've had to do one this early, isn't it?
Yeah, done this for a long time.
Okay, heating.
Yeah, should we get going?
Yeah.
Welcome to Scotland! Run, run, run!
Who's that? Oh, there it is. Charlotte? Oh, that's Linda.
The day has finally arrived to welcome Haggis, the famous Scottish pygmy hippo, to the park. And after a very long journey, all the way from Edinburgh, and a struggle working out how to get out of her transport crate, it seems all she wants to do is have a splash in her new pool, eat some food, and sleep.
I mean, she sat in the box for about an hour. We're all getting very excited. Oh, she's moving. And we're like, oh, okay, no, moving up. But when she finally came out, she was very curious. She was definitely investigating her new home, making sure it was all up to standard for her, I guess. But yeah, you can definitely see she was working things out and where her food was. And she had some of her mum's bedding as well, so she was investigating that.
We were all very excited. We were all making stuff for her birthday party and for her welcoming and stuff like that. We all had paintbrushes and sellotape, going crazy in our break room, cardboard and stuff. And then when the van come in and she was actually here, it was just waiting for the doors to open and just make sure it weren't like a practical joke and they hadn't put an inflatable hippo in there or something. It was actually her. And then we all got the privilege of carrying her in her crate. So I can always say that I was one of the people that carried Haggis into Wingham. I'll always keep that. I'm very, very happy with that.
Be able to prep all this time for an animal to arrive and then to be there when she does, it was very, very special. And there were so many people there to welcome her as well. It was such a special moment, I think, not just for the mammal team, but for everyone at Wingham Wildlife Park. And to have keepers from all sections be there as well, and management, education, it was really special, and I think something that we're not going to forget for a very long time.
With a good night's sleep under her belt, it's time Haggis receives the welcome party she deserves. And not only are the team celebrating Haggis's arrival, it's also her first birthday. So the mammal team are pulling out all the stops. After a moment of being unsure what to make of the new additions to her enclosure, Haggis is ready to explore. And explore she does.
I do understand what they mean about the side eyes. Like now and again she just kind of look at us. I don't know what that means yet.
Haggis gets to work checking out each and every new addition to her enclosure. It's clear that some are more interesting than others.
She looked like she wanted to cause chaos. You could see it in her eyes. It's the side eye she gives off.
It's fair to say the welcome and birthday party was a massive success, even for sassy Haggis's standards. But that isn't the only exciting news we have here at the park. There is another announcement to be made. And this time, it's with a very familiar section, one we spent a good portion of last season with.
Hello, me again. More exciting news for Team Primates. We've got another pregnancy. Tara, our chimpanzee, is expecting.
Oh, I think it's always an exciting time, I think, finding out you've got another baby on the way, and especially when it comes to great apes, of course, it's always, you know, they're a very sort of charismatic species, and they're a very, you know, they're interesting to work with. So I think it was quite an exciting one. And I think then on the other sense, then you've got, obviously, we know Tara now, touch wood, is a seasoned mum. And, you know, she's produced 2 very lovely babies. And so I think that was really lovely because sort of differently to with our one, obviously, where she was a bit of an unknown factor, you always have that little bit more of that anticipation of, oh, how will things go? Will she bond with the baby and whatnot? Whereas with Tara, we know that she knows what she's doing, and so you kind of just get to enjoy it a little bit more, which is really nice.
So I was with the team when they did the pregnancy test. For a bit of backstory on it, Tara hadn't swelled for I think just over a month, and her tummy felt firm, which is usually the sign that she'll start swelling. Had a conversation with Matt. He said, "I'll just do a pregnancy test just to check." So we're like, oh, "Okay, we'll do it." Bit blasé. Nah, it's not going to come back positive. And so I gave the girls a pregnancy test. I was in the orangs. They were like, "Can you come to the chimps urgently?" And there was the pregnancy test. None of us expected it at all.
Well, actually, I was on holiday with my family. I got a text from Jess, our other deputy, to say Tara was pregnant. And then my team must have gone on lunch, and then I was just absolutely bombarded. Holly, Tara's pregnant. So I was on holiday, I wasn't here. But then when we did our confirmation pregnancy test, I was here for that. So we knew for 100% we were expecting another baby.
The Primate team now embark on a new journey. And although ultrasound training with great apes has been done in the park before, ultrasound training a chimp is a completely different kettle of fish. It's going to take a lot more vigilance, patience, and practice.
Tara is our dominant female. Fritz, he's a good dominant male when he wants to be. But Tara, she's the one that rules the roost, really. And she keeps all the chimps in check. So having her away from the group is kind of a little bit of a different dynamic. So it comes with its own challenges. But also, you know, saying that I ultrasound trained an orangutan was amazing. But then, you know, now we're working with chimps. It's an entirely different ball game, but we're ready for those challenges. We're always trying to overcome those challenges, and it's about like bouncing ideas off each other, and it's about the teamwork that comes into it. You know, even though it's me and Jess that are actually doing the probe, there's a lot of pressure on me and Jess. Those chimps, they move far faster than our one did. So we always have to make sure that we're 10 steps ahead of Tara's thinking. And like, we're always trying to keep Georgia safe and all of her equipment. And so it comes with its own set of challenges, but we're pulling together and we're getting there with her.
With our one, she was first time mother. We've never had an orangutan baby before. So that was it was a worrying time. It was a very anxious time. Whereas we know Tara is a fantastic mum. You know, she's had Elizabeth, she's had Margaret. You know, I'm sure she'll do a fantastic job this time of when the new baby comes as well. So the pressure is off on that side. We know Tara can do it. She's super mum, so she's all good.
From having done all this work with our one and, you know, gone through that whole process with her, it was really, I think it's been quite interesting really to see how those sort of, their personalities differ so fundamentally. You know, it's like from one human being to the next really, and how that's then impacted on the way we've approached our training a little bit, and actually how we've viewed the progresses that we've made as well, because obviously it's not necessarily as easy as her just saying, oh, like with our one, she might say, oh, you know what, I've had enough for today, I'm going to take myself off. Whereas Tara might have a little bit more to say perhaps, and she might let us know by spitting at us or doing something a little bit more dramatic. So we have to be aware of that as well with all the quite expensive ultrasound equipment.
Despite the unique challenges that are completely different to those the keepers had to overcome with Awan, the team and vet Georgia remain confident and hopeful the process will be just as successful. And with Tara's pregnancy journey in the early stages, there's plenty of time and opportunity for the team to get Tara just as familiar with the ultrasound machine.
It's not just thinking about 2 orangutans now, it's thinking about 9 chimps in total. So yeah, that's the difference.
You know, we've learned our lessons from how we've worked with our one, and now we're sort of saying, okay, well, we can't just assume that it's all going to be the same sort of nice smooth sailing thing. We've got to figure it out, and yeah, we've had I think we've started to get there now, but I think it's just going to take a little bit of time.
You know, it's not always smooth sailing with the chimps because they need that social connection with each other. But then the excitement kicks in after all those nerves go away. We've done this before, it's not our first rodeo anymore. We know what we're doing.
Relatively recently, so we've got to sort of break down the process a little bit and gradually get her up for having these like the gel applied, which is not really fun at the moment, but we'll get there.
Watch as we continue on this journey, Haggis getting familiar with her new home, new keepers, and new opportunities to be a sassy diva. And watch as Tara embarks on her 3rd pregnancy journey, this time with the addition of ultrasound training. There will be challenges ahead for both, but with the help of the dedicated team here at the park, we're sure it's going to be one to remember. Raising awareness and supporting conservation is key to securing the future of orangutans and other endangered and declining species, both in the wild and in human care. If you want to be part of their story, follow us on our social media accounts. Spread the word and help us make a difference.